Hello everybody, my name is Noble Soul and I play a thief on CSR's Borderland. So, this is going to be my long awaited, I guess, build video. So, before I get started, let me just say thank you for checking out my video. Okay, so first off we're going to go into armor. This may not be a surprise to most of you, since a lot of you have already been guessing what I've been running. So I'm running full Nomad's gear with Runes of Mercy, 6 Runes of Mercy, and Nomad's Trinkets, along with Nomad's Weapons. I mean, why not if you're gonna go this tanky? In my weapons, I have Superior Sigil of Momentum, which gives me +5 toughness each time I kill a foe. And then I have, in my pistol, Superior Sigil of Water, which gives me 30% chance to heal nearby allies. Then I have my bow, which is actually isn't this one actually isn't going to be Nomads. It's going to be Toughness Healing Condition, and it has a Superior Sigil of Momentum and a Superior Sigil of Energy in it. Alright, so let me show you guys my skills. My skills are going to be full Shadow Arts, full Acrobatics, and 10 in Trickery. Okay, so the first one is going to be Master of Deception. Master of Deception reduces recharge on deception skills by 20%. Then we have Meld with Shadows, which gives me 1 second lauder. In Stealth, which gives me a little bit more healing. Shadows Embrace, which removes conditions periodically while in stealth, but also something that isn't here. Every time that you apply a stealth, it removes another condition. So, let me just make this easier for you guys. So, let me bring this down here. Alright, if I do that, blinding power, that removes a condition, and if I do this, blast through it, that removes a condition, but also if I go back and through it, that removes another condition instantly. So if I'm riddled with conditions that last a few seconds, I just have to blast some stealth. I actually have to stay in it, I just have to blast it. Alright, so back to traits. Then we have Hidden Assassin, which gains my... This is actually the only thing that lets me stay a little bit viable, because it gives me might the longer I'm in stealth. And we have Shadow Rejuvenation. This is the bread and butter of this build. Every second that you are in stealth, you heal for 390. With my healing power, it actually brings it up to around 419. So every second while I'm in stealth, I heal for 419 health. Alright, now into Acrobatics, which is going to be Vitality and Boon Duration. So, just being in this, having Acrobatics at 6 points in it, it's going to give me 300 Vitality and a 30% Boon Duration. The plus 300 Vitality isn't as important as the plus 30% Boon Duration, which is really important to a build like this, which if you want healing for a longer time, you want a longer Boon Duration. Okay. So, we have Expeditious Dodger, which gains swiftness upon dodging. So, every time I dodge, I get 33% movement speed. It's about the only way that I get around places. Descent of Shadows, which gives you stealth when you take fall damage. Feline Grace, dodging returns some of your endurance. pain response, really good heal. Heals me for 3200 HP when I go below 75%. So it's really important to remember this. If you have if I am in the middle of resing somebody and I get hit below 75%, to just stay there and continue to heal the person, because my pain response is going to kick in, and I really don't want to waste that heal by adding another heal that I didn't really need. Alright, then we have Fluid Strikes, a little bit something that, makes me hit from like a baby to a fly, I don't know. And Assassin's Reward, really important for my build. Every time I spend an initiative, it heals me for 118. Alright, so let's say I use something like Black Powder, which uses 6 initiative. It'll be 118 times 6 instead of just 118. Which I originally thought it would be just 118, which isn't bad. 118 every time I use initiative is actually a lot of health, but it's actually per initiative used instead of every time you use initiative. So let's say, for example, I do something like my Black Powder number 5, and I jump through it, and then I jump back through it again. So that's going to be 6 plus 3 plus another 3, which is going to be 12. So that's 12 times 118 health. And then you gotta remember that every second while I'm in stealth, I also get 390 health. So those 4 seconds that I'm in stealth, plus the initiative that I used, I'm gaining about 2000 HP just off of this quick movement of going here, in, and out again. Just that. It's about 2000 health for me. Alright. So, this build wouldn't be much of a support build if you couldn't actually support your allies. So, what I like to do is use Melanders, because you can't always depend on a ranger being around. I guess nowadays with this whole meta ranger, Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers. How they like to go around and rapid fire everyone they see. You can depend on a well, but in case you don't have a well, the important thing is Melanders, which is a godsend. I made this build up for myself, but what I was told to me like about a year and about a little bit over a year ago was that I should add Melanders to my build, which at the time I really didn't think was a great idea because blinds weren't as strong back then. Like, I couldn't depend if I threw down this blind that it was actually going to blind the person. Like, if they were coming from range, they wouldn't really blind them. And even if they were doing something like even if they were like a warrior and they were like charging at me, it wasn't necessarily going to like stop them from getting the knockdown on me when they used the bull rush. Even if I used this blinding power, they would still get the knockdown. Like, honestly, back when this game was new, blinding power really couldn't be depended on. But now that they pretty much got a lot of the Kings out, Avatar Melanders really come back in a big way for me. So, let me just get to you and show you what my Melander can do. So, you get binding roots that can lock down 5 people. Summoning Heal Spring, which is a big heal. And when you put it down, it heals for 3700. Then you get Imbue Allies for protection. And number 2 was going to be Shake It Off. You shake off your you shake off your conditions on you and your allies around you. It's continue to shake off. So if you get hit by a bunch of conditions over and over again, you want to use that shake it off. It can really help keep your party alive. And also, if you wanted to, it's up to you. If you're playing in like a group with another thief running the same build, which I recommend this, unless you're in a party of up to 5 people, I would just run one of these thieves. But if you're going to be Zerg v Zerging, you should have at least 2 of these thieves running with you. The reason why I decided to use this thief over what they call peripheral thief, which just runs around the battlefield and takes out the squishier targets in the background, is because this version of the thief is more consistent with what he can do. Peripheral thief is someone who's running kind of glassy, if not full Zerker, stealths up, find a squishy Ellie or Necro, and tries to take them down. Now, what do you run into when you run in a peripheral thief? I've played peripheral thief for a few months, so I can tell you that if you do run peripheral, most of the time what you're doing is just dodging skill shots and trying to survive while everyone else is fighting and doing damage. Let's say that you do go in there and you jump in there, boom, take out that Necro, take out that Ellie that you were supposed to take out. Well, what happens? First of all, you're sitting there with hardly any initiative, so you might be fucked. And if you do somehow get that kill, get them downed, you use so much initiative that you're gonna have to back out again. They have a chance to stomp him, a chance to res him, a chance to lock you down and kill you, and you don't have many escapes because you burned everything just to get to that enemy. Not only that, even though you're with your party, you're not really as useful as someone like me. I may not really do that much damage, but I do add survivability to my party. Anyone I'm with, I add I add a life chain, which is why I decided to call this build Guardian Angel, because I'm so tanky that there's no point of focusing me. And I'm able to just focus on resing people and keeping people alive and healing people and interrupting enemies and binding root stem, throwing stealth on allies, blinding other enemies, just lots of things that lots of utility that the thief has that isn't really able to use when he's that Zerker. If you're going to add damage to your group, actually, this a lot of other classes would be a lot more useful, like a more glassy warrior that has the survivability to go in there and do that damage that a thief can do, but actually have the abilities that keep him alive. But something that's going to be able to support the front line and back line, that's something that only a thief can do. I can res somebody in the front line and stop someone in the enemy's back line all in the same time without risking myself going down and giving the enemy another stomp. So let me just continue and show you some of the other things that add to my build. Alright, so I have these mango pies. I love mango pies. They give me a 70% plus 70 vitality, which is great for me. There's like two versions of this. You can have a plus 70 toughness and 85 health per second, or you can have the plus 70 vitality and plus 85 per second health. With the mango pies, I prefer the mango pies just because my vitality isn't as high as my toughness, and I really don't have a problem with my toughness as is. Okay, alright guys, so this is something I'm really excited about. ArenaNet just recently added this, and it's going to be the flask of pumpkin oil. When I revive somebody, I give them plus 100 to their power, toughness, and vitality, which is amazing for 20 seconds. Alright, and so if I'm jumping around the battlefield and like doing this bunch of times, I'm pretty much running around with plus 100 toughness and vitality, which is really important to me, and something that I think ArenaNet added just so that I would love them a little bit more. Okay, so I think that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. I know I kind of rambled on a little bit too much, but I still hope you guys enjoyed everything you saw, and please comment below and let me know what you thought. Thank you. Bye.